Dun, 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 dun. Can you hear us and everything? Sanchez.
I'm trying to see if I can hear it. No, I can't hear it.
I didn't turn the audio on until just now.
Huh. Yeah, I can.
Does it sound good?
It's delayed.
But is it
Yeah,
loud enough?
it sounds good. Yeah.
I had to turn my audio a little bit down.
Yeah, sounds good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait. I can hear it.
This is so weird. I'm hearing like double because of fucking. Oh. I'm hearing double because it was a.
Oh, you had it unmuted or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay. That's gross. What I just did to that kid was gross. The Memorial Day used to be so tough. It used to be way harder.
I've never had that, like, obviously, like, I've had family and stuff, but I've never had, like, a friend or anything that's died. So I never, had that same feeling, I guess.
Yeah, I feel you. What the fuck is my shoe sting sound? That shit is too loud.
Pick something nice to kill them with. It's the least we can do.
Fight!
Jump.
I don't know. I used to feel like I was like punishing myself with their memory. Like, it's really hard to explain.
Like, survivor's guilt?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. There was a long time where I had to take my KIA bracelet off because it felt like a fucking handcuff. Once I realized I was like punishing myself with
Forcing yourself to remember type deal?
it's not even the forcing myself to remember thing. Like, it's not, those aren't things you forget, you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
it's more of like a give me a minute. It's gonna take me a second.
Oh, I am lagging.
It's more like if you forget, not if you forget, but if you're not thinking about it all the time, you're somehow dishonoring them or something.
Yeah. No, that makes a lot of sense.
Because they're not here, so like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you start to like,
Embarrassing.
I don't know, bro.
Anyone else?
You start to feel guilty for being happy.
Brimstone's dead.
Does you feel like this should be a sad day, or?
But like today in general, yeah. Like, I remember being the type of dude that would like get so upset about people posting, like, thanking me for their service, thanking me for my service on Memorial Day. Like,
And like
it's
going
not
on
for
parties
me.
and stuff.
It's not for me. It's for them. It's
Yeah.
for them. It's like, bro, shut the fuck up. You're being a weirdo. Like, I remember I was being a weirdo back then. get real emotional about it. Like, I may not always have like said something to people, but I was like,
I mean,
Brimstone's dead.
like to a certain extent, people should know like what morally is. You know, like
yeah, true. But at the same time, it's like that little Dicky song where he's like, "Do you fuck with the what?" He's like,
Yeah.
I just didn't know what to say, bro. Like half the time they're just trying to like, you know, be there for you or whatever, and for you it was like it wasn't good enough. That's not how I wanted it. It's like, well, they didn't fucking know. They're just trying to be civil or whatever.
it's not their fault.
Yeah, facts. And then, yeah, it took me a long time to get past that. A real long time.
Get pre-fired.
Bum, 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 bum,
Now that song's gonna be stuck in my head.
What, Mr. Sandman?
No, that little Dicky song.
Do you fuck with the what?
This bitch don't know about Pangea.
Oh, I just dinked you with a vandal, bro? What are we doing here?
I got lagged.
Oh, that was you? You're a Phoenix?
3.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not
Yeah.
here. Putting my boots on. Oh, okay. Stay over there. I'll be there.
We right there.
Hi, I'm on Z-Vet. I'm deadass, I'm here. You hiding in this car? I knew you were! I fucking knew you were. I'm back on that backside again. I think I'm gonna play Brim all day. Because it's Memorial Day. And then
That makes sense.
Brimmy with the stimmy. Wait a second.
Dominating.
That song's so long.
Isn't it? Oh, it's Pillow Talking. That's what it's called.
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes long.
That shit is hilarious, though. Those wolves will tear your ass up. Rip your titties off. Oh, that was horrible.
I just shot a dude off the cross map zip line.
Lights out.
10 kills remaining.
I'm gonna win. I'm turning it up. I'm paying attention now.
Turn it up.
3.
Oh, gross. That raise
Ugh.
kills me, I die.
Piggy wiggy. Suck.
No, she spawned right next to me. Nice shots. A little low my feet, but nice shots.
Yeah, Lola.
Back off.
Working on it. Working on it. She fuck with a what?
Oh, crazy.
5 kills remaining.
I'm a shitter.
1 kill remaining.
I'm actually a shitter. What the fuck? I'm ready to play now.
Fine for now.
Play a game. So I looked up earlier today because I was like feeling, you know what I'm saying, some type of way. And there's like a vibe, I guess, of Memorial Day. Like, it's not something that you can like really put your. I can always put my finger on like this is why I'm feeling this way or whatever. But
Yeah.
I just. Survivor's guilt refers to a psychological experience that some individuals may have after surviving a traumatic event, while others involved did not. It is commonly associated with situations such as combat, accidents, natural disasters, or instances where others have suffered and died while the survivor remains alive. Survivor's guilt often involves feelings of guilt, shame, remorse, and a sense of unworthiness for having survived. So, like, I don't know, bro. I always used to think of survivor's guilt as like, maybe not even think, but it doesn't always have to be where, let's say, like I'm always on point on patrol, and then this day the lieutenant just decides to change up the trip ticket, and I'm in a different spot in the patrol, and then we
Match found.
take contact and the point man dies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then like that's like a real visceral in your face, like I should have been the one to die, like why am I alive type of shit.
They think I'm an old dog? I'll show them just how many tricks I know.
I don't know. Do you ever get the? Is it like a thing of, it was out of my control? Like, does that make you feel less guilty, or is it a?
No, because then that's where like, so for me this all goes to like the belief in God.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, like, or a higher power or whatever, whatever you appeal to in that mental space is like,
Yeah.
like it can be as simple as they died and you didn't die. So like you questions like, why did I live? Why me? What about me? Why me? Blah blah blah. And then you start, like I said before, you start to feel guilty for being happy to be alive, right? In that instance where like your boy took your seat, you know what I mean?
Yep.
You feel guilty for feeling happy, right? Because he's dead. And you're happy to not be dead. And then you feel guilty for feeling happy. And then that turns into, they're gone, you shouldn't feel happy. And then it doesn't have to be that like direct, you know what I mean, like 1-to-1 ratio there. It can be as simple as like your boy died on a patrol in a different company. Like if you know somebody from Alpha Company and you're in Charlie and they're on a completely different mission, a completely different, like you're not even out that day and they die. You know, why them? Like why did they die and not you? Or like why was that the day? So then you start, for me, I don't even, I'm gonna try not to say you statements. I'm gonna try to make sure I say like how I feel about the shit. I started to feel, because there's a list on Facebook of like a bunch of names of all the ones that I know or like know of, or there's only like 4 or 5 that I don't know personally, but the 4 or 5 that are on there that I don't know personally were from like my first unit, and my first unit was coming back from a 15-month deployment that was like real tough. So like I know all the stories about those dudes. Does that make sense? Like I know every fucking story, or like I always heard those stories. So I feel some type of way about these dudes that I've never even fucking met.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but anyway. For me, it turned into like, Togi is a great example. Togi was like a really good dude, like a family guy, just like really always happy. At least all the instances that I dealt with him, he was like happy-go-lucky and like about his family and his wife and his kid, like, you know what I'm saying, like all of that. And you start to think that they're better people than you. Why didn't you die instead of them? Like why did they die when they had so much to live for compared to you?
Suppressing. One suppressed. Stim beacon here. Flash. Molly.
Well, I almost killed myself right there.
Launching smoke. Right here.
Reloading. And go, go, go.
One enemy remaining.
Reloading.
Flawless.
Good round.
Is there?
Damn, flawless round, first round?
Hell yeah.
Again.
I'll take the spike, bro. Oh, I need to mute all these kids just in case.
You're gonna hear some things.
Need a drop.
Daemonium is this guy's name.
Launching smoke. Volley.
I can do this all day. Reloading.
Stim beacon down.
Reloading.
Rain is on my stairs.
Reloading.
Reloading.
One enemy
Oh,
remaining.
got my ass.
What was that, asteroid?
Smoke's down.
I think so.
That's a lot of them.
Nice.
Yeah, so for me, it quickly became like
Enough cameras. Their
self-hate
go.
for being alive.
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Because you start taking I don't know, I started taking like accountability, not accountability, but like stock of like my life and my life choices and blah, blah, blah. Like I was a meth addict, I was this, I was that, blah, blah, blah. Like, why do I deserve to be
List
alive?
of reasons why you
Shouldn't be alive.
Yeah.
Yep.
Knife deployed.
Logic, you know, logic dictates
down.
that if somebody was supposed to die, it was me.
Stim beacon here.
I was a piece of shit and this, that, and the other.
Ooh, all there. Every single. I saw 3 at least.
Yeah, we needed a flash there.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Launching smoke.
Reloading. Watch out.
Coming from mid.
Launching
window.
smoke.
Coming through.
Taken down.
Smart move.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
There's no way I'm taking that
Clutch.
corner, bro.
Some
There's no
things
way.
just
There's no way, bro.
You silly Billy.
There's no fucking way.
Ooh, you got my skin.
Stone.
Yeah, so that ends up being like a part of it, and then you have this weird discussion with yourself, and then I don't know, you kind of start to. Everybody always tells you need to live for them, right? Have you ever heard that? Like you got to live your life
Whatever
because
they're
they
doing,
can't,
I
kind of
love
a
it.
thing.
Yep.
And then that just, for me, that just turned into this like
Shutting them down.
real easy way to hate myself.
Smoke's down.
Reloading. Healing you.
I know exactly where.
Stim beacon down. Launching smoke.
There.
Smoke's down. Right here.
There.
What?
Barrier here. Take this. Watch out.
Last player standing.
Nobody watches the rear. Everyone just like runs mid.
I mean, this is this
Survival
elo.
intent or two.
This is this
Can't say the
bronze
same for
elo.
you fragile humans.
I'm out of here.
The hell is this? Oh, I see, I see. So like Togi, I don't know what the fuck he was. Pacific Islander of some kind, Tongan, Samoan maybe. I think he was Samoan actually. He was in the engineer company that I was in.
Launching smoke.
Like even though I'm infantry, I ended up in an engineer company. I know it's weird, but
Stim beacon here.
they were in RC South, and, we were in RC East, and we had been in country for like 2 or 3 months.
Wall raised.
Fort Hood is so trash, bro. They weren't supposed to be in Afghanistan, right? And they just got us there, and they didn't have a mission for us, so we didn't do anything. So we went from FOB Airborne. We were moving from one FOB to another to get a mission, basically. There's 2 there. Oh shit.
Last player standing.
Smoke's down.
One's heaven.
One enemy remaining. Clutch.
No, so close.
Oh,
Yeah, so we were moving from one FOB to another,
Target
and
practice. I'll take it.
this was going to be the first mission outside of the wire for a lot of these kids. Right, this was like day 1 outside the wire, but we had been in country for 3 months, like, so it's like super weird that happened that way. And
Need a drop.
the platoon sergeant came up to
Thanks.
me because I was like kind of a liaison in this company. I wasn't really a part of the platoon. I was like there to teach them tactics type of shit.
yeah.
And he was like, bro, 3rd platoon, what the fuck, yeah, 3rd platoon just got hit, and Togi's dead. And I was like, dude, what? They got hit by like an IED, and he got cut in half. He was in the
Launching smoke.
TC side of the vehicle. The gunner had his combat underwear on. That's the only reason he still has his dick.
There.
Smoke's
Yeah.
down.
So yeah, this was gonna be like, long story short, they ended up
Grenade out.
killing the dudes. Right? It was like some type of UAV mission. But yeah, this was like the first mission for a lot of these kids, and like when you're about to go out into sector for the first time, the last thing you need to be telling these kids is, hey, the lieutenant for our other platoon just died. Like,
Kill confirmed.
Yeah.
My ult's ready.
One enemy remaining.
backside.
You are a boulder. I am a mountain.
Yeah, Togi was tough. Togi was
Sketch
really
form.
tough.
We are Valorant. We are fighters.
Need equipment. Thanks.
My first experience with Togi, I was one of the only people left at the company while everybody else was on block leave. And I walked into work that morning, and he just like looked at me. He's like, "Hey, Danley, you want 4 days off?" I was like, "Yes." All right, bro, get out of here. I'll see you.
Get out of my
What?
way.
That was dope.
Stim beacon here.
Because on active duty, like you don't really do shit, especially when you're like prepping to deploy.
Yeah. Well, Jet's mid.
Let's do this.
Smoke's down. Launching smoke.
Back up. Light planted.
Oh, shit,
Smoke's down.
Barrier here. Enemy C. Take this. Your duty is not over.
Back. My ult ready.
Reloading.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, 140. Yeah, that one was tough. And that was like at the very beginning of that deployment too.
It helps.
So right after that, on that move, my platoon got hit by a 1,500-pound V-bid on the move from one base to another. The first mission out into sector for these kids. It flipped over the buffalo and threw
Safety's
it
off.
like 200 feet off the road. and 6 people were injured, but nobody died.
Suppressing.
Thankfully.
Reloading.
2 suppressed.
That's a big ass explosion to throw a buffalo.
Smoke's down.
Yeah.
No one walks away.
Good all.
Still in sight.
Right here. Polly. Stim beacon down.
Spike down B.
Right here.
I'm gonna rear reflex.
Last player standing.
Damn.
NT.
Oh, the judge.
My advice: don't get shot.
I'm getting bit by something in my feet.
Need equipment.
That feels weird.
Need a drop.
So those
No, those the little bugs are fucking gross, dude.
do they bite?
Need a drop.
I don't think so, but I don't like them. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna like let them crawl on me and shit. There's like bugs inside of my hotel room that are fucking coming out of the sink or some shit.
Jeez.
Get a move on, agent.
I just realized how weird that might have sounded inside of
Knife deployed. 1 suppressed.
We got bugs
Launching
sometimes.
smoke.
Right?
Now, you know what I'm gonna do? Something weird.
Launching
Let's
smoke.
go.
Stim beacon down. Molly.
Here,
Right here.
we're gonna
Yep.
double swing this kid. I'm gonna...
Right here.
Oh!
Oh, what to the right?
No! I
You
almost
will
killed the
not
fucking
kill my
surge.
ally.
exactly where you are.
I refuse to go negative this game.
Last player standing.
Oh, this Zopil dude's pretty nice.
Like my saying when I was in that platoon was "Welcome to Afghanistan, bitch." Like anything happened, I was like, "Welcome to Afghanistan, pussy." Like the fuck you mean? This is how it is.
Yeah.
And when one of the, I just happened to be in Bagram for the board when my platoon got hit. So like I went to the hospital to see these dudes,
We fight once again.
which is really weird to be on the other side of it, right? Like not being able to help, seeing them come in and shit. So like Amos came in, and Amos was just like an old ass E6 dude. And dude, our first sergeant back then sucked so much fucking cock, bro. He was like the worst dude of all time. He was top 10 worst NCOs I've ever met.
Jeez.
So Amos had almost 20 something years in and a lot of
Smoke's down.
deployments. And
I saw a dude down there. I don't know if you saw him.
I did not
Molly.
rotate.
Reloading.
Rotate.
And he was about to retire. Like later that year, he was gonna be able to retire. And then the first sergeant was like, "Oh, come on, bro, I need you." He didn't fucking need him. He's like, we'll just put you in headquarters, and then, you know, you
Out
won't
of charges.
leave.
Stim beacon here.
You won't leave the wire, and it'll be okay. And he's like, all right. He gets talked into it, and we get into country. Within a week of being in country, he puts him in our
Down
platoon,
and out.
like on the line.
Begins.
So he straight up lied to this dude. And in the first mission, Amos gets blown the fuck up.
Shutting them down.
Like my lieutenant had to pull Amos's teeth out of his mouth so he wouldn't suffocate and like choke. Amos has permanent short-term memory loss.
One enemy
He
remaining.
Ace.
Off my lawn.
You'll go into the room with him and he'll be like, "Oh, what's up?" And he'll forget later on, type of shit. Right? That was the last news that I had heard about Amos. All because this one first sergeant didn't want this dude to retire. Like was worried about the numbers type shit.
There.
And then
Jeez.
yeah, so Woods,
Together.
Woods was this little black kid who, I don't remember where the fuck he's from, but he was hilarious, bro.
Get out of my way.
He gets in the hospital and he has a breathing tube
I'm out of here.
down his throat. And when I say he's black, I don't mean like he's like super dark, but I mean he's not light-skinned, you know what I'm
Launching
saying?
smoke.
Yeah.
His skin was pink because they had to like,
Launching smoke.
they had found him under, like hanging out of one of the windows of the
Stim
Buffalo,
beacon here.
laying in a pool of fucking oil. So it had like he'd gotten like 3rd-degree burns across all of his skin. So his skin had like they had to like scrape it off with like a Brillo pad basically.
Last player standing. Spike down A.
Nice try. So yeah, he comes into the hospital room. I see him.
Round before the switch.
He sees me. He's got this tube in his fucking mouth, and he starts laughing. And he's like, "Welcome to Afghanistan, bitch." Well, he had this tube down his throat, bro. And I thought that was the funniest shit. Like, that is the hardest kid I've ever met.
That's pretty hard. That's pretty
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll keep them quiet. Shutting them down.
Dude, one of the hardest things I fucking have, or like the hardest times I have, is when people talk shit to people with like opioid addictions, because I know so many soldiers who got injured and then now are like losing their entire lives to like full-on opioid addictions.
Yeah. I know I've had a few friends that were on like heroin and stuff like that.
Parasite.
Shitty watching them spiral down that path.
See ya.
And not just that, but you know, like medicine and stuff.
Yeah.
One enemy remaining.
That person's bad. It is. It sucks. Like, one of my best friends growing up in the army, his name was
Switching
Rob.
sides.
So,
The enemy only looks composed.
I've had a rough career, let's just say that. I ended up in rehab for alcohol in Landstuhl in Germany. Rob was in our unit in Germany, and he PCS'd to Fort Drum around the time, a little bit before I went to rehab, maybe like a year before. So like he was on his rotation, on his deployment in Afghanistan when I was in rehab, basically. And Rob had R-Slick, Ranger, Path, like, you know what I'm saying? Rob was high speed, right?
Yeah.
So they were turning their nods into the arms room conics, and they got hit by a mortar.
Gotta go.
And every NCO in his platoon got injured. So like 6 or 7 NCOs had to get medevaced out. They're about to push B.
Smoke's down. Stim beacon down. Molly.
Had to get medevaced out, and their first sergeant died. Oh, I should have shot the camera. You gotta. Yeah, their first sergeant ended up dying, and Rob had shrapnel all through his like his arm. I think it was his left arm. They had to like
Spike
give him a new
planted.
bicep. He had shrapnel in his lungs, all types
We
of
tend to
shit.
dust.
I got to see him in the hospital, because Landstuhl is like the hospital you get transferred to if you get hurt in country, you know what I mean? So I got to see him after that. But Rob, after that,
One
after
enemy
all of
remaining.
the drugs and shit that they put him
Last
on,
player standing.
he wanted to stop taking the opiates and just smoke weed, and then they ended up he was about to get out. Like, he had 30 days left on his contract.
What must be
They
done?
extended his contract to give him 45 to give him extra duty. 45 and 45. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Just because he smoked weed instead of taking fucking 6 or 7. I think he was up to 8 OxyContin a day. 20 milligrams.
Jeez, dude.
Instead of doing that, he wanted to smoke weed. You know what I mean? And then now I talked, because me and Rob's mom are real close, and
Smoke's down.
the only way she knows where Rob is if she like Googles certain jails in certain states.
Launching
They
smoke.
don't even know what state he's in.
Stim beacon here.
They're on C too.
Right here.
Spike planted.
Oh.
Oh.
Last player standing.
So when I hear people talking shit
Flawless.
about, you know, fentanyl addicts and this, that, and the other, I'm like, bro, especially dudes that are in the army, I'm like, bro,
Remember,
half of our friends are those people.
Yeah.
And half of them are just functioning addicts. Like, you just don't know that they're doing it. Like half the people on my list on this Facebook post and on the YouTube died of overdoses. Like you don't lose people just in combat. Like it's you come home and then they struggle. Do you hear him?
Launching smoke. Smoke's down.
Got him.
Smoke's down. Stim beacon here.
Reloading.
Jeez. 62.
Spike down
Astra.
A.
Molly.
Last player standing. 30 seconds left. Spike planted.
He wants my cookies. How many do you think I get here? Oh, 0.
I was gonna say 2, but
I shouldn't have said nothing.
Hi.
I should have just
Fight's
went
not
for
over,
it.
you know.
I whiffed an easy two kills. They walked right in front of me. These dudes are all about speed. They're trying to get there quick.
You talking about the other team?
Yeah,
My ultimate is ready.
I think they're going C.
There. Take it.
101 cypher.
Spike down C. One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Spike is E.
Deep breaths, everyone. Your hearts are pounding.
No, I had a friend who was doing heroin, and that got to the point where like, if he didn't have like money for it, dude, they like him and his group of friends were just like injecting like Jack Daniels into their bloodstream, like
There you go.
That's
just
weird.
yeah, like just to
Launching smoke.
feel something.
You will not kill my ally.
Mid doors.
I know exactly where you are.
I mean, that's the crazy thing though about drugs is like people think heroin's the worst when alcohol actually is the worst.
Your
Oh, yeah.
duty is not over.
Time.
Spike down mid. One enemy remaining.
Am I pick of guns right now? Oh no, I don't.
Spike spot.
She's right there.
Smoke's down.
Phantom.
I thought you got that for a second. I was like,
Hell no. Hell no.
Stay in range of my stim beacon. We'll mow them
Yeah,
down.
so there's another group of people on that list that fall under that OD section that died from drinking. Like, not just like a DUI. There's people on the list that are DUIs and crashed into shit. But like just from drinking. Not even drinking till they died. But like the complications of being an alcoholic. You know what I mean? Like, I'm glad I've come past that part of my life.
They're here.
I've been diagnosed. I've been hospitalized for a week for pancreatitis before, and that's usually a pretty decent sign of a fucking alcoholic.
Smoke's down.
Jet still down low.
Launching smoke. Molly.
Oh, she rotates fast.
Stim beacon down. Launching smoke.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
Right here.
You had it.
Reloading.
Spike A.
One dude I can remember like vividly before I ended up going to
Remember
rehab.
to talk
This
to
is the
each other
first
out there.
time I'd ever heard
We
of somebody in the
communicate,
army going
we
to
win.
rehab. This dude named Malars. A little backstory about like a picture of who Malars was. Dude had a pilot's license. He was also he used to be a teacher, and he also used to be a groupie for the band Fish. And would like, do you know who Fish is?
It's an interesting man right there.
He used to follow Fish around the country. This dude used to tell stories about how
Smoke's
to
down.
make
Molly.
LSD. Yeah, he used to tell me stories about how to make LSD and how there's only like
Spike planted.
8 people in the United States that still know how to make it. And if you get LSD, it's from like one of 4 manufacturers or some shit like that.
Flash.
Last player standing.
This dude would also do cardio every day, right? And we were in Iraq. It used to be like a game to like walk up to Malars and be like, bro, how many miles have you ran today? And he's like, 12. Like at the end of the week, you're like, how many miles you run this week? He's like, oh, only like 120 something. Like not too many this week. It's like, bro, what?
Dude.
So then we come back from deployment, and we're all like hungover in the morning in the barracks or whatever, and getting ready for PT the next morning. And Malars comes into my boy Momo's room, and he's like, bro, you got any liquor?
You are divided.
And we're like, yeah, I guess, bro, but it's like
Launching
it's time
smoke.
for PT, bro. He's like, Momo hands him this bottle of gin. He's like, this is what I got. He's
Stim
like,
beacon
oh,
down.
perfect. Malars chugs half of it, and he's like, all right, just to get the shakes away. This is like 6:30 in the morning, bro.
Reloading.
Spike down A.
Molly.
One enemy remaining. Flawless.
They're outthought, outfought.
So then after that, Malars ends up going
Match
on a
point.
4-day,
Single battle
right?
between
It's
us and victory.
a 4-day that it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. He gets a hotel room in Schweinfurt, and this is what we heard after the fact. Malars just disappeared from work for a week, right? So he comes back, and we're like, dude, what the fuck happened, bro? He said, bro, I thought it was fucking Sunday, and it ended up being Wednesday. He had gone on such a
Jeez.
bender, he had lost track of time. So they sent him to rehab in Scotland,
Fully smoked.
That's insane.
right? And then he was sober for a while. He got out of the army, and then a year or 2 after he got it, maybe it was more than a year or 2. He had done good for quite a while.
Molly.
He started drinking again and died from the...
Window.
I don't know what he died from. I really don't.
I know exactly.
That's nuts.
I know he was drinking again, and it was some type of a complication because of the drinking. Yeah, so then like
Your duty is not
you're
Spike
back.
planted.
Thanks for the
I'm back.
They're on A. They need your knife on there.
Suppress it.
Ciphers.
Last player standing.
They're both long.
I didn't come here to die.
My city needs me. I can't be away for long.
Started off so strong. What happened?
You did?
Yeah.
Salamat, thanks.
Where you at now? 9? You're not doing too bad. So, in Germany, I got drunk on CQ and I beat up 3 dudes. And I was getting this Article 15, but at the same time, there was this NCO who had gotten a DUI with like,
Launching smoke.
I don't know. He had this weird fucking Honda vehicle that like put a bunch of people in the vehicle. So I think it was like 7 privates
You
in his
will
truck.
not kill my allies.
And he got caught. He got this DUI. He ends up going on to be like some Mike golf instructor and doing all this other shit. But he ended up dying from like pancreatic cancer because of drinking too. Like he got hospitalized. He was on. This was only a couple years ago, bro. He was like 30 something,
They don't have a
and he
single
died from
life worth
drinking.
saving.
I've seen alcohol tear a lot of people down.
Yeah, me too. I just, for me personally, it was always about like the way I felt about me.
Open up the sky.
All
Oh,
fucking
I
A.
fucked it up. If I had dropped it on A, it would have been good to go.
Smoke's down.
I fucked up that smoke too.
Molly.
Enemy A.
Launching smoke.
Enemy A.
Spike down A.
Stim beacon here.
You bumped me.
One enemy remaining.
I'm going for the classic kill.
One left standing.
Defenders win.
Yeah, so I feel like for me, a lot of my problems stemmed from that like self-hate stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there was like, I don't know, dude. It gets so much worse when you get out of the military, right? Like, I should feel happy I get to live. You know, I should feel happy that I don't have to risk my life anymore and blah blah blah. But when you're doing that, or when you feel this way or whatever, you also start to
Match
realize
found.
that you're never gonna get the chance to die the hero. You know what I mean? Like you have to live your life now, and you actually have to do something, right? You don't just get the default have a
They think I'm an
be a
old
hero
dog.
because you're in the military. Now you actually have to like make something of yourself or whatever. That part fucking sucks. Like you lose purpose or whatever. And for a
Because
while,
this is like, it's an everyday thing, you know? Like,
yeah. And then for a while, it was like the way I tried to push past that was like I just kind of had to tell myself I have to live because they can't. You know, like it's me. And then that turns into they would have done more and this, that, and the other. I can't tell you how many times I've been on the ground or in the bathtub or whatever with my piece, and I just didn't do it for whatever reason.
because then you feel like shit doing that.
Yeah, dude, there's something to be said about like it takes when people say only cowards Like, that's the coward's way out. In some sense, it's true, but to actually pull the fucking trigger, bro, that's... I don't know, bro. I don't want to glorify it at all, but you're definitely
Really
not
not
a
an
pussy.
easy thing to
Yeah,
do.
you're
Yeah.
definitely not a fucking pussy. So, like... I don't know how to... It got real self-destructive, bro. Like, the reason that I decided that I was allowed to live and I didn't get to die was because I deserved to be punished.
Hello.
So all of the pain and the suffering that I was feeling, I deserved it. And I wasn't allowed to, I wasn't allowed to do anything about it, and I had to suffer through it because this is what I deserve. Does that make sense?
Makes a lot of sense.
And that's kind of where I mean by, like, I go to that God figure almost. It's like that was God's punishing me for all of the bad things that I had done, basically.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Hello.
Stim beacon down.
I didn't know you were gonna hit that.
It's not
Molly.
Wonderful.
Launching smoke.
Multiple enemies A.
Launching smoke.
no.
Last player standing.
Jeez.
Yeah, these kids are not bad.
Spike planted.
Eliminated.
Like, it's almost like the way society, or like a lot of men view
Let's go.
masculinity in society is like, happiness isn't something you get. That's for everybody else. You have to sacrifice and suffer.
Which isn't true.
Yeah. But that was like the feeling that I had. The reason that I didn't get to take that way out, or I didn't get gifted that. I don't know, bro. Like, that whole idea about Valhalla. Number one, it's wrong, right? That's not even the way that myth
Stim
goes.
beacon here.
Right. Odin gets the second pick. Valhalla is where the B team goes, bro. Like, that's not even the A team.
The ones that died.
Yeah, that's B team. Like, the A team goes with Freya. It just, the land that they go to isn't as easy to say as Valhalla, so it's like a branding issue, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's a girl picking you. It's not Odin. Like, Odin gets the scraps. Freya gets to pick,
Last player standing.
like, the first pick of the litter or whatever. Which, I mean, I guess I can segue into that conversation. I feel like the story of Ragnarok in
Where do we go?
that mythology or whatever is like the war between the masculine and the feminine within you, because even in the mythology, Ragnarok happens, and then the Aesir and the Vanir, the two different masculine and feminine pantheons, become one. So it's all one pantheon after Ragnarok. So it's like you balancing out your bullshit, basically, like the feminine part of you and the masculine part of you. But when the part about Odin getting the second pick and Freya getting the first one, because Freya's about, like, she's a warrior goddess, but she's also like a fertility thing. It's like you get to have a family, right? You don't have to suffer. You get to have happiness again.
Yeah.
And then Valhalla is just about drinking and partying and battling with your bros.
I'll take the family.
Smoke's down.
Yeah, me too. But I mean, there's so much sacrifice that goes with picking the family that a lot of people aren't willing to do.
One enemy remaining.
Right here.
Spike down B.
Spike's here.
Stim beacon here.
This is the only gun I
10
recommend.
seconds left.
One left standing.
I can see why.
Oh, he really just took that?
You got snatched.
That's wild. That's wild.
Reloading.
All up in your face.
Reloading.
Yeah, so it that family part, like afterward, is like once I stopped trying to live for them being dead, I started trying to live for my kids.
I'll find their secret.
And like that worked for a really long time, but it didn't make me feel happy, and I felt like I still felt like I didn't deserve to be happy.
Careful here. Careful here.
There's ways around that, but I don't think most people are there yet.
Launching smoke. Molly. Smoke's down.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Think they're rotating?
I
Rotate.
do, and I think there's already somebody sitting
Let
flank.
us rotate.
I'm gonna go
Let
down.
us rotate.
Need healing. No, watching here.
Whoa, bruh.
Fuck, dude. The moment I pull my knife out.
You were trying to get some speed.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
One enemy
Enemy.
remaining.
Ooh. Sage.
Your tactics fail.
Because when I say like I don't think people are ready yet, is because there's like this weird. Have you watched
That's the
Moon
way.
Knight on Disney?
Watching here.
I like it a lot.
So there's like this conversation he has with himself in the Sands of Time area, where he's basically is like, you did all this stuff for me, that like alter ego of his, but it's time for us to, you know, move on, right?
Yeah.
You kind of have that conversation with yourself in this realm of like trying to make yourself happy or whatever, and it's like, I don't know, a lot of this stuff gets tied to like your friends, and if you let go of it, it's somehow if you stop hurting, you've forgotten them, or you've like done them a disservice. There's something there where like if you
Launching
stop
smoke.
hurting, you've let them go. I don't know how to describe it, but it's
One enemy
No,
remaining.
I get what you're
Spike
saying.
Down A.
You feel like if you stop feeling what you're feeling, that you're not gonna remember what they were, type deal.
something like that. It's something like that, but it's like so schizo to like explain it. It's like that's one of those things that's really hard to turn into words. Like you can think it and you can feel it, but it's really hard to speak it, bring it into existence that way. Yeah, because I've talked to like SF dudes, or this SF dude specifically, right, about like PTSD and shit, and like treatment and blah blah blah. And he told me, don't take away my PTSD because I don't know who I am without it. And that kind of like sums up what I'm talking about. Like we're so afraid to let go of like our trauma that because we don't know who we are if we're not broken.
Spike planted.
Is it on A?
Yeah.
Stim beacon down.
Alright, they're gonna run.
Feet! Open up the sky. Deep fried.
I know
One enemy
sorry.
remaining.
Give me that made punk one.
Gun here.
Is it a made punk? Yeah. What was I saying? I just forgot.
You were saying how it's you the SF dudes that don't take the PTs away.
Yeah. Because he said something else too, where it was like, he said, I have to think about what I would have done 10 years ago because I'm not that same man anymore. And there's like a part of you in the same context that thinks the best version of yourself has died. Like, the best version of you is when you were on deployment, or when you were active duty, or like,
Smoke's down.
and without the army, you don't know who you are. So like, I know a lot of veterans who end up just playing this vet bro character for the rest of their fucking life.
Because I don't know what else
They
to
don't know
be.
who else to be. Yeah.
So
One enemy remaining. Spike down B.
Wonderful.
now you see a lot of dudes like that.
I've enjoyed this.
And for me, when it came to my family, like if I'm truly living for them, then that means that I have to do what's best for them, and and that means that a lot of me has to change, right? My life is no longer mine if I'm just living for them. So like that's kind of how I ended up where I'm at now. Because like I used that to send my ass to therapy and really take a hard look at what I was doing.
Beacon here.
Enemy spotted A.
Oh my god, I'm a shitter. I'm a shitter.
Flashbang.
Where are you at?
One enemy remaining. Spike planted.
On site?
Healing you.
That dude killed you and rotated quick as hell.
Reloading.
Stand tall. We
It was fucking Breach that killed me, bro.
Did you die by their spawn?
I did.
Let's fly. Yikes. Enemy spotted A. Wonderful.
Spike down A.
Let's go.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
This is ranked, right? Oh yeah, I forget. I forget. I forget that we're ranked, so I
Stay
forget.
alive. I want their life, not yours.
I was like, what's happening right now?
Need a drop.
What's happening is we have a Smurf, and I don't have to do shit.
you get to go undercover.
Yeah.
I'm over here trying my hardest.
You're doing it though.
Launching smoke. Molly.
Enemy spotted.
Launching smoke.
Under.
Enemy spotted B.
Stim beacon here.
Wonderful.
Stay down.
I'm just horrible with flashes. I need to get better.
Enemy spotted B.
Blocking sight.
One enemy remaining.
Smoke's down. Else ready. That's the lot of them.
Wonderful.
Deep breaths, everyone. Your hearts are pounding.
How do you do that silent B hop?
You walk
Wonderful.
as you jump up the stairs or up. something.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you needed this whole stairs thing.
Enemy spotted A. Enemy spotted A. There. Night night. Need healing. For you.
Spike planted.
I know exactly where you are.
Okay.
Reloading. Suppressing. Two suppressed.
No charges left. Enemy spotted B.
Last player standing.
Close on your right. I notice what you're doing now. You're trying to use the spray to kill him.
Last round
The what?
in the
The
half.
spray, like where the recoil, where it ends up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So like you're already aiming low.
Yeah. There's.
Your first shot.
Is there a pattern even in this game?
Yeah, it's down. But the Vandal is down. But I'm saying like your first shot should be dead ass on their head.
Mm-hmm.
Safety's off.
Reloading.
Full push if they're here.
Knife deployed. One
One.
suppressed. Flash.
Hey, fuckers. Oh, God. She's so aggressive.
Got it. Stim beacon down.
Many enemies and attackers.
Smoke's down.
Spike down. Attacker spawn.
An attacker spawn.
Last player
No.
standing. One enemy remaining.
This jet is goated, bro.
She whipped so hard with the
Switching
knives. I
sides.
felt so bad.
Let's make a plan, then execute.
No. Here.
Nah.
Yes. Hello. Hello.
Dude, you know how much shit goes into just the effects of smacking this wall with your knife?
You got that Unreal Engine going through you right now?
Yeah.
One suppressed.
Reina's heaven.
Smoke. Smoke's down.
I don't have a molly, just so you know.
Stim beacon down.
Need healing.
Spike down A.
Should have smoked it.
Target sighted A. Suppressing. One suppressed.
Last player standing.
Let's get these.
All these
Wait,
damn assists.
I'm bronze 3, bro. I'm about to be silver, dude.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I went too hard last game.
show you, scary omen.
Launching smoke.
Don't go away.
Enemy spotted A. Enemy spotted B. Ugh.
Smoke's down. Stim beacon here. Molly. Now we're cooking. Right here.
Enemy spotted. Enemy spotted B.
Right here.
Light planted. Barrier created.
Detect dust.
One enemy remaining.
Reloading.
That boy really turned. Looked for me in the corner, bro.
No more.
Cheeky little sage bot. Oh, ow. That hurt.
No more doubts.
Wonderful.
We're ready.
What happened?
I got a pimple on like my eyebrow, and I didn't know, and I just like rubbed it, and it hurt.
Need a
Eating
drop.
too many greasy things, bro.
Thanks.
I need to start bringing my own food down here.
Mission's over.
Here.
I know. Right? Yeah, you're right. It's too late.
Right?
A year and a half too late.
Knife deployed. One
Reina,
suppressed.
heaven, again.
Just come be. I'm gonna do this thing.
Fully smoked. Stim
Enemy
beacon
spotted
down.
B. Barrier created. Here.
Molly.
Enemy spotted B. Light planted.
My ultimate.
Ugh.
One
Fucking
enemy remaining.
breach heaven
My ult's ready.
or upstairs. I don't know what it's called.
Right here.
It's called heaven. You want me to kill him right now?
Murder.
You're here. Dying.
Oh.
I was gonna ult, but I figured I'd save it.
Man, just shot
I'll
him
teach
in the
them to
face.
respect their elders.
Gun here. Thank you. Thank you. Spike is here. Spike is here. I'm sorry. Hello. Let's go. Careful.
The hard part was seeing how nuanced some of those things were. Like,
Spike is here.
thinking I didn't deserve good things to happen to me.
Smoke's down. Stim beacon down. Open up the sky. Molly.
Nobody
Adding
grabbed
shoulder.
Spike.
Cutting their vision.
One enemy remaining.
Someone.
Healing you.
Launching smoke.
I'm about to stab this motherfucker.
Have his ass.
They were not good enough.
I'm about to end up in silver.
Symphony of
Watching
death.
here.
Don't worry, you get used to it.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Need to step it up.
Yes. Thank you. Wonderful.
Embarrass them.
Wonderful.
When you say it was nuanced, what do you mean?
Hold on. Like what does the word nuance mean, or what did I mean?
Yeah. Both.
Spike down A.
Wonderful.
Let's Google nuance. So I don't tell you the wrong shit.
I have the spike.
Characterized by subtle shades
Last
of
player
meaning
standing.
or expression.
Cool. Let us rotate.
So subtle,
Let us rotate.
Gotcha.
where like
Yes. Wonderful.
you know how people say don't ever hope or don't what the fuck is the saying? Hold on. If you don't hope or don't put your hopes too high, you don't have as far
One
to fall.
enemy remaining.
Something like that. It's kind of like that, but it's in the sense of that wasn't why I was doing it. It was because I literally didn't deserve it. Like when good things were available, I wouldn't
Here.
try for them because
You didn't think you were worthy of it?
yeah. I'm here to be punished.
There you are, you little shit.
Oof. That was gross by Jet.
Match
Wonderful.
point.
Let's end this. Hello. Hello.
Well, they haven't made a Valorant TV show yet.
That would be dope.
Shutting them down.
I think they
One suppressed.
Nowhere to run!
there ain't no fucking way.
He didn't kill anybody?
Smoke's down.
You should have done that a while ago.
know, I
before
did- I
we
know,
started
I didn't
catching
think
all
about
those
it.
Flashes, bro. Oh god.
Last player standing.
I know exactly where you are.
Drink some water, reload your mags, and let's get back out there.
Wonderful. Yes. Wonderful. Good work. Wonderful. Good work for you, hermanita. Wonderful.
I didn't buy a gun, did I? Nope.
Target spelled B.
Out of charges. Launching smoke.
Feeling sight.
Healing.
Smoke's down.
Reloading.
Eyes down.
I have the
Spike down B.
Reload. Enemy kill.
Reloading.
Oh!
Fall back.
No. Reloading.
I'm sorry. Reloading.
One enemy remaining.
Do not fight us.
Attackers win.
And I guess one of the other nuanced things is that I actually wanted to be dead.
dead to like, I don't know, possibly be with the homies again, or dead to just because you just feel like there was nothing left?
Not to be with the homies again, because it never was about the afterlife portion. It was because I wouldn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
I wouldn't,
Like you wouldn't have to feel anymore?
this is going to sound super fucked up, but it wasn't really just that. It was that so that I didn't have to try to be a good person.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have to put effort in. Like we always say, or people who deploy, when you come back from your first one, you'll realize what this means too. But it's like, deployments are easy. The only thing you have to worry about is where you're going to shit, where you're going to sleep, and what you're going to eat. But you don't even have to really worry about those things because they're already provided for you. The place to shit, the place to sleep, and the food to eat. It's just at what time you're going to do all of those things. Like, you have no responsibilities in life at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that shit is so easy. So then, like, when you have to start worrying about all that stuff, yeah. And then you start making mistakes. And then, I guess I don't know, bro. The thing is something along the lines of, when everybody in your life is having problems, or like every problem in your life is with all these other people or whatever, and everybody tells you what the problem is, and the problem always ends up being you or something that you do or some way that you are. It's very easy to logic. All we do is problem solve in the army, right? Where we are trying to reduce the problems involved in everything. And it's very easy to see that you are the problem. And if you were just removed from the equation, everything would be good.
They think I'm an old dog.
And I feel like that's even
Show 'em just how many tricks I know.
even like disregarding like the Memorial Day thing in general. I feel like that's a really big thing soldiers just feel in general.
Yes. Agreed. It's tough though. The tough part is like that logic is so strong, right? It's like very one-to-one. Like, your wife says that you're always too mean, or you don't give her enough attention, or this, that, and the other thing. It's like, yeah, well, I do those things, or I don't do those things, technically. So that is me, and I just can't get it right. So if I just wasn't here, there would be nothing to get wrong anymore. She wouldn't have a problem. They wouldn't have a problem. Nobody would have to worry about me. So. Yeah, it was tough. But the hard part about that specifically is like the cognitive restructuring. Like, the way that you're viewing these problems isn't healthy, but like getting somebody to see that is the hard part. It's like, no, all of these things that I'm seeing are facts. Yeah, but bro, like, the reason you're picking those facts is because you hate yourself. It's also a fact that if you were gone, everybody would be sad. So.
Yes, it is.
But that one doesn't mean as much in the value statements or the value judgments that soldiers make, because we're biased towards certain decision-making processes. But
just talking in general is just super hard. Like, being able to come out and talk about what you're feeling.
Oh, true. True.
Like my first year in, 2 dudes, like this is as soon as I graduated basic, 2 dudes in the 158 killed themselves, and like that was like just my first month in, and I was just like, well, shit, like, and apparently, like, I won't get into it, but I guess one of the dudes, like, nobody saw it coming, like, whatsoever. Like, he never gave anything off, that that's how he was feeling. And I've had a bunch of buddies who, same thing. Like, I never in a million years would have thought that would have been an option for them.
Yeah, but they
See
do.
what I have to use.
They do give signs. It's
Pictures of
just
them.
real hard to see. 'em.
Well, real subtle cues,
Very nuanced, if it was.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's tough. It's real tough.
And I think it's also our like vibe in general is like we say a bunch of fuck shit. So like when somebody says something, you're like, I wonder if you meant that, like.
Yeah. I've started calling people out. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
what do you? What? Huh?
You've been saying that a lot.
Yeah. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Shutting them down. Careful here.
I'm smoking the
Smoke's
doors so
down.
you can sprint. And then-
Spike planted.
Launching smoke. Stim beacon here.
Reload.
Right
One
here.
behind the wall. I just got stoned.
Taken down.
My eyes are down.
Shutting them down. One suppressed.
Oh my god, I'm missing every shot!
Damn.
I whiffed. I went back and forth between whiffing between heads, man. I texted Strunks and Beachy trying to get him on. But
bullets tickle.
I'd love to hear what Strunks would have to say about a lot of stuff.
yeah, Strunks cracks me up.
I'm gonna have to turn Crouch back on at some point because I can't get through certain parts of the map.
Ollie. Who trained you?
What? I shot her in the face.
There's a gun over my body.
One suppressed.
Flash again.
Flashbang.
Don't.
Whipped.
Yeah, don't push that.
Camera taken out.
Spike planted.
Here.
Last
was
player
stupid.
standing.
That wasn't smart. Let's put it like that. Yeah, number one, it's hard to like describe the things that you're feeling and thinking, especially if you don't have like the vocabulary for it. Like sometimes you
Let's
just don't even know
ruin
the
their
word.
Dude, I am horrible at explaining things. I am. Ugh. So just trying to talk about how the way I feel is just so hard. Like talking to my lady about certain things. I'm like, I sound so stupid right now.
Yeah. I'm using third grade words.
Yeah. Like,
And I'm stringing 40 of them motherfuckers together. I feel bad. I think they are on B. That motherfucker's name is Discharge Demon.
Stim
That's
beacon here.
disgusting, dude.
Spike planted.
Smoke down.
Last player
Oh, I thought he was
standing.
gonna kill her. Unlucky.
One enemy remaining.
It's a cool ass skin.
Go get him, buddy.
Yeah, I forget which one that is.
Pick something nice to kill them with. It's the least we can do.
All A.
Launching smoke. Molly.
Decoy.
We're it for 80 mid.
Smoke's down.
Spike planted.
No.
Out of stim beacon down. Smoke's down.
Last player standing.
Aww. I tried. That was a funny kill on Neon though.
That was hilarious. I need a kill.
Pero like, why can't we just hug it out? Pinche Radianite.
One of the worst ones was one of my platoon sergeants. He ended up deleting himself. He's probably one of the only people that I would say knew more about being an infantryman than I do. There could be.
Launching smoke.
Enemy spotted.
Spike planted.
Launching smoke. Molly. Open up the sky.
Damn it. Back here. There's two of them. One
Last
behind you.
player standing.
Don't forget with that Spectre, you can just sprint.
Yeah.
I find them. I kill them.
He's actually the one that taught me about seeing in 3 dimensions.
Oh, the Godfather.
We were like doing some like training in the morning or some shit, teaching Battle Drone Alpha on a like a whiteboard, and I had like little circles and X's and shit like a football map, and then he drew like a 3-dimensional cube and was like, bro, don't forget that this is asymmetric warfare. Like there's 3 dimensions. There's also up. What in the fuck?
Flash.
My camera is destroyed.
Cutting through.
Target sighted A.
Hi! I'm pissed!
planted.
I hate Neon so much.
Last player standing.
Can't get over his name.
That's true. Good advice.
Need equipment.
My ult's ready.
I'm actually gonna have to chill out because I'm top frag again.
Knock it off.
Suppressing.
Smoke's down.
Spike down B.
You're probably afraid.
Stim beacon down.
I'll handle this.
The hunt begins.
Here. Any enemies B.
Spike planted.
Oh god.
Looking for
Right here.
Last player standing.
Smoke's down.
Mr. Head. I'm a shitter.
I will fulfill my purpose.
I don't have one kill. That's nuts.
B, rotate now.
Killed them.
Launching smoke. Molly. Stim beacon here.
Spike down B.
Reloading. Spike's here. Dizzy's up top. Dizzy has targets.
Grenade out.
Launching smoke.
Here, time to jump.
Oh, there's an op up there. Don't even peek that.
One enemy remaining.
Uru's out there doing his thing.
Flawless.
Reloading.
We're still breathing. Cool. Very cool. Okay, okay.
Okay, discharge demon. Timothy inbound, I hate you.
I thought it was funny.
Smoke's down. Launching smoke.
Save your life.
Ult's ready.
No, you should have known that motherfucker was there.
Stim beacon down. Molly.
Spike planted.
Reloading.
You're gonna have to hurry.
Well, nope, because I'm going back.
Last player standing.
Stupid bitch.
Did you just watch her die?
Yeah.
Vibe check. We feeling good? Hope so. Hope so.
Well, she was holding me here.
Right here.
What can we do? What can we do with you? You come over here. They're gonna be B. We'll play together. We'll stop the conversation. We'll focus up, lock in, because it is 8-1. The score is the same as your KD, bro. Like that should tell you something. We need you to do something.
Smoke's down.
Wait. See what they're about to say.
KO, you suck.
So peek over this.
Off your feet!
Like come over here to me. Like see how that angle is?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like off the roundness, whatever. But now we go back. Because they are on site.
Spike planted.
Launching smoke.
I got a neon in the back.
And beacon down.
Bro, you better pull out your gun, cousin. You can also shoot through
I
this wall.
suggest you move.
One enemy remaining.
Push that girl, push that girl. Push her, push her, push her.
Hold on to your hats.
Last player standing. Clutch.
If I had just stuck the bomb.
You are a boss, Richstone.
Don't use that gun. Sell that gun and request. Yep, request again. We need you over here.
Here.
Launching smoke. Molly.
Spike planted.
I'm gonna smoke top mid.
Smoke's down.
He's hurt.
Goner. My ult's ready.
Camera taken out. Buried.
Are you not talking anymore?
Jesus, all of the U2 that just flew over that wall.
Last player standing.
Alright.
Sometimes
Last
there's
round
fucking
before the switch.
fun games in, and then sometimes there's
Don't
fucking
save a
horrible
thing.
games.
They're gonna go. Hey.
Let's get this done.
We're waiting for them to push onto site. We're not pushing them.
Suppress it.
Okay, go back, go B.
Smoke's down.
Make sure you flash that before you peek it.
Hi! I'm pissed!
Open up the sky.
Flashbang.
Molly.
Last player standing. Spike down B.
I fucked up.
Switching sides.
Remember to talk to each other out there. If we communicate, we win.
So we surrendering or what?
No. Why would we do that? Yeah, the other part about Memorial Day that used to suck the worst is that I would open my Facebook to just a bunch of dead people.
All the Facebook memories and
Yeah,
everything.
no, not just my memories, but what everybody's posting.
Dig deep.
Oh yeah.
This shit just made it 10 times worse.
Suppressing.
Holy smoke!
See ya. Up and away.
Stim beacon here.
Flash.
There's somebody there.
Molly!
Spike planted. Thanks, Wings.
Gun here.
Oh, come back to me. I came over here with you. To my left. I'll swing it. You swing off me. He's
Right
over
here.
I think.
Supply destroyed.
Okay, they're on site.
Many enemies, eh?
Oh, what a wall.
One enemy remaining.
Now get out.
Yeah, you're moving a little too much. Like,
All right, homies, chill. We'll go
Too
again.
jumpy.
Damn, you love me.
well, you're walking too much, so they know where you're coming from. Like, you don't even get the opportunity to surprise people. And when your internet is as bad as yours is, you need that extra millisecond.
Yeah.
Where does your walk button at?
Left shift.
Yeah, put it to control. That's what I did to mine. Left control.
Launching smoke!
He's close here.
Target sighted. B.
Here, take that.
Gun here.
Don't go out in the open, bro.
Knife deployed.
Fuck all that.
Launching smoke!
Wingman planted.
Stim beacon down.
Time to jump.
Oh dear lord. Oh dear lord.
Someone's there.
Molly in the back if you have one.
Already through it.
Alright, you have
Reloading. I'll take it.
you have a sheriff, so slow walking.
Right there.
Reloading.
Strafing it around like
Right
here.
here.
I have retrieved the spike.
Right here.
30 seconds left. One enemy remaining.
Right here.
It's either there. Yeah, you just hold that angle, you good. Oh, she's come back. Hold it. I'm gonna ping the
One
spike.
suppressed.
Right
When you
here.
hear it get tapped, you peek it. Don't peek it yet.
Oh, she's behind me.
Target sighted. B.
There we go.
The dimensional fabric here is thin. I'll tear through.
5 full shields, you weirdo.
Game his gun back.
No.
Give me the sheriff.
Hit him
I'm
when they're
saving
not cutting
my
through.
monies. See, 4 and 11. You're doing better than the scoreline.
Stim beacon
That
here.
hurts.
Shutting them
We
down.
rotate. We rotate. Gecko, we're leaving.
Careful here. Lights out. No chance. Arm's almost ready.
Fully smoked.
My arm's ready. Wingman's gonna plant
Spike. Dizzy's up.
No, go back to them.
Right here.
spike sticky. Thanks, little man.
I wish I had lineups.
Right here.
One enemy remaining.
Molly!
Shutting them down.
Right there.
Back site.
Reloading.
He's here.
Right here.
Fragment.
Good stall. Now you can leave, because he's leaving. He's gonna be peeking top, mid, I believe. I'm about to kill him, boy.
They make mistakes.
My ult's ready. Cutting through.
Suppressing.
Enemy spotted. B. I'll handle this.
Smoke's down. Molly. Stim beacon down.
Go plant it, weirdo.
Dizzy's up top.
Smoke's down.
There.
Now we're cooking.
Sorry.
That was gross.
Sorry. He's not wrong though. That gecko should have been planted it.
He has his little homie.
Yeah.
That spike, Wings.
Knife deployed. One suppressed.
30 seconds left.
No need to peek, and no need to waste that molly. That molly is what keeps him off the bomb for longer.
Right here.
Reloading.
Do you have a flash?
Yeah.
Oh, there's close. Close, real close.
Last player standing.
Yeah, you molly that, you force him to play us.
Match point.
I'll shut them down. Until then, survive.
I've got cash. Anyone need something?
I need a drop. Thanks.
Stim beacon here.
I fucked that so hard.
Flash.
The hunt begins.
Flash.
Spike down A.
He's above you, behind. He's above you and behind. So keep going where you're going. Keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. Fuck
You
that
will
guy.
not kill my
He
ally.
just rezzed. They're gonna be coming from Link.
Hi,
To your right.
One enemy remaining.
Throw your dart. Throw your knife. Throw your knife. Throw your knife. Throw your knife. Fuck that bitch. Bop. She has no more ult. She has no more ult. Her ult is gone. Fucking plant.
Last
Play.
player
Oh my
standing.
god.
Clutch.
There you go.
Defenders win.
You got to 8.
Hey, I didn't get last. Let's go. Let's go.
Did you see like the you hate Neon, you had your knife, she ulted, that was the perfect. You see what I'm saying? That was perfect. Yes, no?
Yes.